So, Assalamualaikum everyone. This is me, Nirjan Mobarok Talukdar, IOT 21 batch undergrad. So, right now I will be giving a demonstration of our Therap Javafest project. So, our idea for this project was named Unbiased. So, even during the recent movement, we have all been going through this huge news sites and stuffs, and it was filled with rumors and everything. So that made me realize that we need a news site that will not have any clickbait, misleading titles, summarized information of the news, and obviously, I want to verify if the news is right or wrong, because in the end, nobody's like somebody is cannot be unbiased. So we need to check if the news site is biased towards which side it is leaning toward left or right. So this is the whole idea. So our this news site is actually calling all the newses from lots of sources and putting them all together here with all the newses. As you can see, this is our home page, and if we can go through the news, we can verify it, we can check the rumors, yeah, like a chat board. We have a forum to talk about stuffs, and obviously there is this search base. So for the demonstration, let's pick a random news site. Let's go to this. So as you can see, Israel as Lebanon in maps and charts live tracker. So this is just a normal title that what everything should have, and this is the summarized version, is a, with the news source and everything. So if we click on the read more, we go to the Al Jazeera site where we can see and read the whole news. And if you don't want it, there's the smaller version where you can see the actual, like the summary of the news. And if you are like a little bit worried that if it's the right news or not, you can click on verify it. As you can see, it's loading. So, yeah, it depends on the internet speed, obviously. As you can see, it actually says verifies the news is true. Says it is a very sentimental, and it's also saying that Al Jazeera is known to lean towards left-leaning or liberal perspective. According to Al Jazeera's bias score is approximately 8 out of 10, indicating a moderate to high degree of bias. So now you can see that if your news site comes from your side. And for the second part, we have this verify part, where this is like a chat board where you can ask about the rumor that you've heard, and it will tell you if the rumor is right or not. So for now, let's try with something new. Obviously, it again takes some time. It's the internet speed is not very good here. See, you can see that the rumor is actually verified that Pluto was classified as dwarf planet with some other informations. For more current up-to-date information, you can visit a reputable news site, and it also tells us where we can see that scientific updates and discoveries from where we can share about it. Now, there is also a search bar. So whenever you want to hear about some news, like for what's going on right now in our country, you can search about it. And as you can see, the main news is in recent times about Bangladesh, that about something to do with Bangladesh is already in here. That makes finding any news pretty helpful. And Searchberry is also responsive. And for the forum part, we have this place like a blog where where people can talk about, discuss about stuff. So they can post about the stuff what they want to do. Like we don't have any like real posts at this point, but and in order to post it, you have to log in. So there is apparently now we just sign in with Google options, and once you log in, if you go to the forum part, you can see that this is my post, so I can delete it. Only the people who posted their own posts can log in and delete there. Like this is not by me, so I cannot delete this part. And also there is this create post button where you can add a title. So now let's just call it title and write something. And if you click on submit post, uh, here this is the post that we just created now. And obviously there is this logout button, and we go back to the home page. The rest about the project, the codes and the infrastructure will be given by my friend and partner of this project, JMR Uzair. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I am Jen Arif Uzair from IUT CSC. batch 21, and I'm here to demonstrate our project Unbiased. Here we shall see the backend of our code, which was written using Java in Spring Boot framework. This is the entry point of our code, the Unbiased application class, and you can see that we have enabled caching so that our project can run faster. We shall see the different controller classes that our server has. The most important would be the news controller, which uses then API from newsapi.org to collect the news articles from the web. We have two options with this API. We can collect the top headlines to demonstrate on our home page, and we also have a Get Everything API, which searches for news based on a query, which we can access using the search bar in our web page. We also have a news verifier class, which uses a ChatGPT API from rapidapi.com, and we can see two APIs we have created for server. The verify news URL verifies the news articles we saw on the website, and the verify news API verifies the rumors that we ask our chatbot to verify for us. As you can see, we have a class called news API, which formats the response from the ChatGPT API. We also have a cache config file, which configures the caffeine caching for our news articles. So even once the articles are loaded, they will in our server they stay for a duration of 30 minutes, and a maximum of 100 articles can be cached at a time. We have an API keys class which contain our secret keys, which is not uploaded to GitHub, and a config class which allows our origin, which allows the cores for localhost 5173 the URL of our front end, and we allowed different methods. And also this was a demonstration of backend. Also you can see our application runs on port 8017 because port 8080 is usually occupied by some other functions. Some other things I should mention: we built our project using Maven. We have a pom.xml file here and many dependencies such as caffeine, Spring Boot, JSON, that news API dependency. And that's it. To demonstrate the front-end code of our project, we have created the front-end using a React app. Here is our index or HTML file, and our entry point is our main.jsx, which calls the app.jsx folder. Here we have set up a browser router, which calls the top bar, which is a navigation bar, and also routes to different pages such as the forum, the create post, the login page, the verify bot, and also most importantly our home page. These pages are all different JSX files, and our styles are done using the different and all our style sheets are kept in a styles folder. Now the styles are responsive, which I'll demonstrate later, but for now let us see the different pages we have. For example, the article view page will show the article which we have selected from the home page. For example, it contains a get verification URL function which calls the verify news URL API from our server, which we showed earlier. We also have the create post function, which creates a post using a form and uploads it to Firebase. We are using the Firebase Firestore due to the simplicity of use and its scalability. We have the forum page, which gets all the posts kept in our Firebase collection. Our collection is called forum posts, and these posts are displayed in our page. Our home page calls our news API from the newsapi.org to get all the news articles, and we show them on our home page. We also have a login page which allows us to sign in with Google, and our verify bot page which calls the verify news API from our server. Lastly, we have a top bar which contains the menu bar and contains the links to the different pages, and it also contains the search bar, which has a function dedicated for it. In fact, we have some icons also, such as the menu icon, magnify icon, and the Google logo. But that's about it for the front-end code. I shall now demonstrate how our codes work. I shall now demonstrate how to run our backend server. First, we open a terminal in a backend folder and we pasted this code mvn spring boot run. This dot slash is not needed for Windows machines, but now we shall run it. And our server has turned on. Now, in a separate terminal open in the frontend / unbiased folder, I shall run npm run dev. This will activate my frontend code in the localhost 5173 port. So here we are at localhost 5173. I would like to show that the website is responsive. It adapts to different screen sizes. We can see that. I would also like to show that the posts which are deleted will ask the user for confirmation before deleting, which I think was a nice addition to our project. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and that will be all.